Right. What? Hang on. I'm just looking. There's a massive spider in here somewhere. Although I don't know where it is. It's almost like it's on your back or something. Anyway, it's only a garage spider, but it was pretty big. And I kind of found it when I was trying to get something to do, like get some kits organised. And then I saw it, and it was there. And you just see it's looking at it. It's got, like, I don't know, 8 eyes, and it runs in all different directions up like that, and it can do anything. But you just cannot catch it. I didn't want to kill it. I'm not really, don't know. Although I don't like them, I wouldn't kill them. But it's in here somewhere, and this little, what size is this? 9x9 or whatever it is shed. And I'm forever looking in case it's, what it's like. It's there, isn't it? And you're looking for something, and you just see it. Oh, so I've been a bit on edge. Anyway, what are we doing? So this video is going to be an interesting video about the RC10T. Now, I'm debating whether to get it from up there. There'll be links in the description when I've built the chassis up. It's got everything I need in it, all the electronics, motor. I spent quite a bit of money on it ages ago. What I haven't done, like anything apart from cut it out, is the shell. Now I've just noticed the shell's got like a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a crack or it's where it's been crushed, but I don't know how, but it's got a bit more. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The shell's been cut out and nothing's been done because I was planning on doing to spray it properly with airbrush. Knowing how bad my painting is in with a rattle can, that's not going to be, doesn't sound positive. But I can hear things. I can hear things walking. If I see it, you're going to know, because I'm going to go, oh my god! I don't know why. If it's not going to hurt you, is it? You could also hear in the background the heater's on for the first time. Not because it's particularly cold. It's probably just to warm it up. Lovely for tropical spiders. Right, concentrate. Yeah, I've got an airbrush compressor which is behind the camera, but you would have seen bits and pieces for it. So I can reach this across. Here is the gun. It's not plugged in. It's cheap, as in it's not professional grade, but it'll be good enough. What I was waiting for, amongst 100 other things, is airbrush cleaner, which I've now got, and thinners. More so the cleaner. And the reason I haven't got it is because, well, if you've been watching the channel, you'll notice I've been doing other things on another channel, and that's been taking up a lot of my time, more so than the RC. So I was waiting for funds to become available so I can get that, which I have. I've got paint there, but only a 12 colour segment of paint selection, not a segment. Is it 12? Actually, I rephrase that, it's 24. It's just like that. I mean, you know what paint is, isn't it? I don't need to get these out, do I? Do I? It's just paint. Look. Paint. Nothing spectacular. I've got some more paint coming, a bit more varied on colours. So that's that. Of course, I've never used the airbrush. And I've got another, what else? Yeah, I just said, don't I? Another set of paints coming. Anyway, what am I going to do with this? Give it the colour on the box. Do you need to see the box? I'll show it to you anyway. Well, interestingly, this is the box. Well, you can't really see that, can you? Oh, that's the colour that they sort of put on the box. It's not the original colour, it's not the one I remember, but it's probably good enough. So that's the colour I'm going to try and mimic with airbrush. Actually, what am I showing you? That one? Or, yeah, you can see the shell, can't you? But, you know, that, you know, see it there, look. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Notice the word try. And I'm going to take you along that journey as well, which can either end good or bad. But the first thing I've got to do is I've got to clean this, because it's been sat there for like since I last did that chassis, like forever, and it's all covered in dust now. So I'm going to clean it up, and then I've got to think about masking. Now the first thing probably to do, I know the roll cage on this, which is moulded in the back, you tend to put some highlights down it, which you can, I say you can only do it airbrush, don't know. I wouldn't like to try it with a rattle can because the fan's too like wide, isn't it? So that would be the plan. So I'm gonna, first thing to do is clean window masks, which are in here. Make sure it's all clean on the inside, and mask, which I love masking, everything apart from the roll cage. Yeah, that might change of course, but yeah, to me that makes sense, to mask everything off and then highlight the roll cage with one here. I'll have to look at the instructions. It's got like grey, but I suppose you can do it black, because I think on the original RC10 the back pit was like that cherry red type colour. Don't know. Have I seen the spider? Oh god, it's not going to hurt me though, is it? Even if it was there, it wouldn't hurt, would it? There's loads of cobwebs there. What the hell's that? Is that a spider on there? I think that is. Oh my god, that's like a dead spider. Hang on a minute. We've got a nice long bit of whatever. Oh no, it's not. Although it is a web. Look at that. Look. What? Anyway, it's nice and toasty warm in here now, so the spider's probably waking up. Right, I'm still looking. Anyway, let's mask this up. We'll clean it, mask the windows, mask the body, and I'll be back when that's done, and only then we're going to get the compressor on and see how that works, to be honest. So you won't believe how long it's been between cuts in these videos, like 2 or 3 weeks, but finally going to try and get onto painting the RC10T shell, and I'm also using something which I've never used before. 2 things. Let me show you one of them. So liquid mask being one of them. I don't even know if it's ready, so I'm going to leave it to set for a couple of days. Currently that's what I used, but I think I don't know, I think it should have been sprayed on, or maybe a different one. Anyway, that's the first thing. The second is the compressor. Yeah, never used that before. Don't know what it will come out like. I've marked it on the outside of the sort of a rough idea of where I can detail the shell. It's going to be very similar to the RC10 GT. There is an original C10 GT from back in the day with my own take on design, and there is the re-released RC10 GT, which I still, as you can see, haven't built. So, don't know. There's the roller, by the way. So I don't quite know how this is all going to turn out. And yes, there is a spider in here somewhere. And I found out that the roof's leaking. That's annoying. I don't know if it's condensation or just the rain, but there's nothing ripped on top, like the felt. And it wasn't a cheap shed, but oh well. These things are here to test us. So, I'm going to wait for that to dry. I'll be back in your time in a minute. Where should I start? So, there's a leak. Can you hear the rain? But I found the leak. It's a tiny little, I don't know, it must be somehow coming in through the roof, and then it runs, you know, the shed's got slats, but they're like, what's it called, they don't overlap, they kind of fit in like tongue and groove, but somehow leaking through, and then it runs along the groove and drips. Now I did have, or I still have got, like soundproofing all on the ceiling, because you couldn't see it, you couldn't see the ceiling, because the water was behind that, building up, and I noticed it was wet. At least I've identified where it is, but of course it's dark for one, and it's chucking down. Like the English weather's just like England. It's crap over here. But anyway, where are we going now? So I've done a bit of the masking, the liquid mask. I've also, you can see, which it worked really well, I was surprised, I've just trimmed where I want the sort of the mask to go up to, so you can see it's sort of on this bit here, sort of nice, it's a straight-ish line, and then it sort of curves to the bottom. I've done it like that, so it curves around. I've drawn this on the outside and just followed it through with a not so sharp knife, although it is sharp, but when you do this, you want that like really sharp, and this is just like a used blade. So it's done that both sides. So effectively what's going to happen now, I don't know if I do it now because it's going to be airbrushed, which I've never used, but I don't want to make a mess either. We'll have to see. But this, the bit that's clear, I've got to wipe it down, and that's going to be like a red. Now the other thing is, I'm pretty sure that the paints have to be a certain paint. Do they not for Lexan? Well, I don't know. I could be. I've not even looked into that. Or is it just airbrush paint and it doesn't matter what it goes on? But I'm pretty sure it will. So, which leads me on to another thing: is have I got the right paints? So I'll have to have a look, because I don't actually know. I'm reading it now, live. Don't know. Anyway, that's a separate thing, isn't it? I mean, I know you can buy specific RC paint, which I haven't done, so that could be a problem. I'll need to look into that. But anyway, let me clean this up, and I'll be back with an answer, regardless whether it's the correct paint or this is ready to go. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, stop raining. Result. Check. Yep. Still leaking. Actually, do you want to see it? Let me show you it. It's like real life stuff. Give me a second. There it is. That's not wet. That's like a knot. But I've drawn a little arrow pointing where the drip is. Now that looks like it drips way out of the way, but it drips onto there. It's got felt on the roof, so I've got no idea what the hell that. I mean, that light looks wet there, but it's not. That's dry as a bone. And I took all the felt off of here because it was like damp under there. That's not damp. That's just glue that doesn't want to glue anymore. So I can put that back on, But yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? But it has stopped raining. And I'll put that there to see where it's dripping. I can't see it anywhere else because I've got the TV there as well. Look, it's right on the telly, but I don't think it's gone on the telly. I mean, the light's still on. Got that on. Although, it's not exactly cold in here. 20 degrees. But, anyway, I thought I'd show you that. So, I've had a quick practice with the airbrush on an old body shell. So this was like red, like translucent. It's a bit of a knackered body shell for the 1/12 car. But what I was trying to do is just direct highlights between the bits that you can't normally get to with a rattle can. I'm not looking at sort of the how, you know, it is bad. It's not like a professional job. Actually, it's still wet. But you know, like you could never, it'd be really difficult to spray that edge a different colour with a rattle can unless you're really good, which I'm not. Oh, it's still sticking to me. And underneath I sort of just did a couple of passes with red and black. All I was trying to do was see how it comes out, because the control, it's quite hard. And I don't want to muck that up with this. You know, you can see I've missed a few bits here, look. But you can follow the contour around once you get used to how to use it. You can see that from afar it might look all right, but you can see where you can highlight bits of it. I did a little colour red there just to see what it will cover like. But overall, I actually think that's quite good. So I think a bit more practice and we'll get onto this. It feels a bit weird at the moment, but anyway, I'll be back once I know what I'm doing with that. So where are we at? That's a good question. Paint everywhere but where it should be. Let's start with the positives. The paint does work. So I did try it on those 12 scale old body shells. I flexed them around a little bit. It doesn't all flake off. Like, it might do over time, but it was fine. The leak, I've temporarily fixed it. Seems like it's going between the felt on the roof, you know, the roofing stuff. There's a join and it does overlap and it slants away from the water, like the roof slants downwards. So I put some like not any old tape, like aluminium tape on the top, sealed the bottom and put a bit here. It's temporary for now. As you can hear, it's now raining. It wasn't. It was quite a nice day today, but now it isn't. I bet you're wondering, what have I done so far? Well, good and bad, but at least I know what I've done. I think it's really bad. But anyway, initially I've done a bit of the red. I tried to highlight the roll bar, but I put too much red on it, so it only needed a lighter coat, then the black, and then more red. It could do with a better finish of red, if I'm honest, and the what do you call it, what is that called, liquid mask, wasn't fully covering it all, so it's going to look pretty darn messy when I take off the other mask, like this blue stuff, where I want it, and put another colour on it. It's not, because a bit of the car, or quite a lot of the car, is going to be white, so maybe I could have to remove any red on there, I'd clean it a little bit. I'm hoping the other colours I'm going to use, which will be yellow and orange, to simulate the GT version of this body shell, and I'll have to sort of paint the roll bar on the outside when I've done, like a little bit of it, because it's just not very good. And I don't think, what is it, the compressor, well the compressor's fine, it works fine, and the sort of the brush, not the brush, the air gun, it works fine, but I don't think it's either I've got the wrong nozzle in it, there's someone up there I think, might be too small, but the fan, like the spray fan, is not, I don't think, wide enough. So yeah, it hasn't come out too good. It doesn't, I mean, this is all new. I mean, it's a shame to sort of use it on a body shell that's going to be used, but I'm pretty sure with the stickers on it, you won't even see half of it. And it's not for show, is it? I mean, if you look at all the other, you can't really see them, can you? But anyway, well, you might be able to. That's the RC10GT here. You can see that behind me. And below that is a Schumacher 3-speed. But that, I painted all that. It's come out right. I mean, in the day, it's not. They might be shelf queens, but they're going to be used. And, you know, so we'll see. It's all good practice. I think overall, I think the what am I trying to say? The airbrush technique is a lot better. It's better than rattle can. So yeah, good and bad. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to keep showing you my mistakes unless you want to see them. You have to let me know. But I mean, it looks quite good on camera, but it doesn't. Look from here, it looks good on camera, but I know it's not that good. But we've got to wait for this to dry, and then we'll head off and do like the other colours. I've got to sort of cut those out a little bit. Yellow, well, the yellow and orange I'm going to use. It's not quite what I wanted to use, but we've got this like lemon. This is like Naples yellow, so it might not be yellow enough. I mean, looking at the picture, that is quite light on the GT, and then we've got like an orange. This is like, well, it says orange red. It looks alright. I suppose the good thing is, for what I need it for, these paints are fine. I'm not saying actual airbrush paints for Lexan bodies will be better, because it will, but they're quite expensive, and these are quite cheap off of Amazon, but they still, there's enough flex in there anyway. You know, I'll show you. I was asking about with these ones, but you know, it's just not. It's not going to come off, and these are like really thin as hell. So there you go. So I'm going to crack on. Let this dry. Crack on. And I'll come back when I've got some other bits and pieces to show you. This, like I said, this video is like, I don't know, I think it's filmed over like all summer. Believe it or not. I've got a different hoodie on, so but although it's really grubby now because I've had it on for ages in real time. So anyway, yeah, I think, yeah, all right, we'll crack on, and I'll come back when I've got something else with the paint to show you. What we're done, I've got to say, this is the most disappointing paint job I've ever done. I've tried to hide most of it. There you go. Oh, and there we go. Yeah. What do you think? God. You won't believe what I've hidden. But anyway, certainly not box art. But God, we all need, I think we all need a Greg in our life. And I don't mean sausage rolls. This is mental. But what it's done, let's just show you on the deck a minute. I mean, it's a nice truck. pity that I can't paint. I almost never bothered finishing the video, if I'm honest. Almost. But don't know what I'm doing that for. But anyway, that's that done. It's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, and the end result is what? Let me know what you think, and then we'll get on to perhaps setting it all up, putting the rest of the turnbuckles on. I think I'll do that in another video, and we'll get it out on the outside, but you know, certainly not in the winter. And from afar it doesn't look too bad, but it's just stickers, isn't it? It's just all stickered up. I'm not sure it looks as good as what it, I don't know, it looks okay from a distance, but you can probably tell. Anyway, that's the end of that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you up on the next series of RC10T videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.